Well, once upon a time, there was a boy called Billy. And Billy was a very lucky boy. He lived in an enormous house in a leafy area. He had a room of his own. He was quite rich, so he could have anything he wanted. But the trouble was, to keep rich, his mum and dad had to work very hard and very long hours. Well, in the morning, Billy would go to school, and after school he would wait and line up for play centre. And then, after play centre, when all the other children had been picked up, the play centre workers said, "Billy, off you go now," and he would run home. He had his own key, so he would let himself in. First thing he would do, 2 toasts in the toaster, pop, and then upstairs to play in his PlayStation. And it was many hours later when Mum and Dad would come home, and Dad wouldn't come upstairs to see him. He would just shout up, "Billy, are you there?" "Yes, Dad, I'm here." And sometimes he wouldn't see his mum and dad all week. Well, one day it was a Sunday, and they were all sitting round the table having Sunday lunch. Billy loved this part of the week. He could be with his mum and dad when suddenly the phone rang. Dad got up and answered the phone. "Hello, What? Look. No, you can't do that. Look, I'm telling you, Oh, all right. He put the phone down. Mum said, "Roger, what's that?" "It's the hospital. My father, your grandfather, Billy, well, he's had a bit of a fall, and his heating doesn't work, and his windows have been broken, and so they want to put him in a home." "We can't afford a home," said Mum. "We have 3 foreign holidays a year. We certainly can't afford to waste it on a home." "Yes, I know. That means that my father will have to come here to live." "Oh, no," said Dad. "Oh, no," said Mum. "Yes," said Billy, because Billy loved his granddad, because his granddad was full of stories and jokes, and his granddad always had enough time for Billy. Well, Dad went to collect Grandad, and Billy waited in the lounge, looking through the windows. He was sitting on thorns waiting for Grandad to come. And soon he saw the car pull up, and Grandad got out with his one suitcase. Billy ran to the front door, opened the front door. "Grandad!" "Oh, hello, Billy boy, come here, Billy boy. I love your grandson, I really do." And Billy and Grandad went into the lounge and told stories and played games. Well, it was supper time, and everyone was having soup. But Grandad is a very old man, and he hasn't got his own teeth. So when he was drinking his soup, he made a noise. "It's great soup, Billy boy, do you like it?" "Yes, Grandad, it's fantastic." And Billy was laughing at Grandad's noise, but Mum wasn't, and nor was Dad. And later on, Mum said to Dad, "I cannot put up with that disgusting noise. From now on, he eats his meals in the lounge." "Oh, Grandad, is that all right?" said Billy. "That's all right. I don't mind. I'm used to eating alone." And then it came time for bed. Mum said, "Now listen, you're going to sleep in the cupboard under the stairs on a camp bed, because Roger needs the spare room for the office, and I need the other spare room for my clothes." "I don't mind," said Grandad. "It'd be like during the war." Well, the next day they had another meal together. And because Grandad was eating in the lounge, he didn't have a proper table to sit at. But also because some old people, they shake. And when Grandad had his fork, he tried to put all the food in his mouth, but some of the crumbs, they fell on the ground. Mum came in and she was angry. She said, "You mucky pup! Look at all that I have to clean up. Well, from now on, you are not eating your meals in the lounge. You can eat them in the garden." And Billy said, "Oh, Grandad, is that all right?" And Grandad said, "Yeah, I don't mind if you like having a picnic, really. Sitting at the table, having my sandwiches." "Oh, no," said Mum. "You're not going to sit at the table. You are going to eat your meals off the ground." And poor Grandad went outside. It was cold outside, and his food was put on the grass for him to eat. Billy looked through the patio windows. "Yeah, Billy boy, it's fine out here. It's quite fresh, really." Well, that night, Mum and Dad were talking in their bedroom. Billy knew they were talking about Grandad, so he sneaked and listened at their bedroom door. And Mum was saying, "Roger, we cannot have him living in our house. It's disgusting. He's disgusting." "I know, dear. I'm ashamed I'm his son. But I've got an idea. What we'll do is we'll go downstairs and we'll put him in the laundry basket. And then we'll take the laundry basket outside to the 4x4, put him in the back, and we'll drive out to Epping Forest. We'll leave the laundry basket by the side of the road. Someone's bound to find it, and then they can look after him." "That's a jolly good idea," said Mum. But Billy had heard them. And Billy opened the door and said, "Mum, Dad, you can't do that to Grandad. You can't." "Billy, you naughty boy, get back to your room." And Billy went back to his room. Dad went downstairs. Under the stairs, he woke up Grandad. "Come on, Father, come on, wake up." What is it, son? What is it? Is it morning yet?" "No, it's not morning, Father. You're going to go on a little journey. Now, come along, get into this laundry basket." "But why? Why?" "Look, Father, get into the laundry basket and trust me. I am your son." So when Grandad was in the laundry basket, they closed it, and Mum and Dad brought the laundry basket out to the car. "Open the door of the disco, darling. Let's put him in the back." They were putting the laundry basket into the back of their car when all of a sudden the window opened and it was Billy, and Billy shouted down, "Mum, Dad, don't bring Grandad away." "Oh, Billy, get back into bed. You'll wake the neighbours. Get back, get back." "Please, Dad, just one thing. Remember to bring back the laundry basket." "What? Bring back the laundry basket? But why, boy, why?" "Because, Dad, I'm going to need that laundry basket when you get old." And Dad looked up at Billy, and he looked at the basket, and he said, "What am I doing? What am I doing, my own father?" And he opened up the laundry basket, and he said, Father, I'm sorry, come out." What is it, boy? What is it? But I was scared in there." "I'm sorry, Father, I'm sorry." And Dad brought Grandad back into the house. Well, the next day, Grandad was sitting with them at the table, and it was soup again, and Grandad got his soup spoon. But then Dad got his soup spoon, and he made a noise, and Mum got her soup spoon, and she made a noise, and they all burst out laughing. And when Grandad spilled crumbs on the floor, nobody minded. And then when Grandad got ill, and when he died, they all shed tears. But they weren't tears of sadness. They were tears of joy that they had spent the last days of his life with that wonderful man. And that is the end of the story.